Channel sponsors are one of the best ways to increase the income on your YouTube channel. Not only do they pay much better than traditional pre-roll advertisements, but as a creator, you can choose the sponsors that you know will benefit your audience. Unlike ad revenue, which is largely out of your control, channel sponsorships are directly in your control. You can choose who sponsors you, how much they pay, when to include the advertisement in your video. But how do you get sponsors, and how much should you charge? Let's dive right in. You can either seek sponsorships out yourself, or you can wait for companies to start contacting you. We've done both. Our first sponsorship offers started coming in when we hit around 10,000 subscribers. Although I've had friends on YouTube who've secured pretty lucrative deals at 5,000 subscribers. How soon you can start seeking sponsorships depends on the topic and focus of your videos. If you're daily vlogging, it's going to be difficult for you to find sponsors until you're generating millions of views per month. However, if you have a very specific targeted audience, you can start much sooner. For example, if you have a YouTube channel that focuses strictly on nail art and manicures, it's entirely possible that you might find a company that makes a particular nail polish to sponsor you very early on in your YouTube career. Remember that companies need to see a return on their investment. This isn't just free money that they're handing out. If you can't convert their sponsorship dollars into more sales revenue than they've spent on you, then it doesn't make financial sense. If you do have a product in mind that you think would be a good fit for your channel, start reaching out to companies and offer sponsorship opportunities. Simply call or email the companies directly and ask for their marketing department. Similar to collaborations, there's no secret formula for this. You simply ask for what you want, and sometimes you'll get it, sometimes you won't. In my experience, if you reach out to a company that aren't expecting, your call or your email, you're much more likely to get a product rather than actual cash. If you're already using the product though in your videos, this can be great, but it doesn't pay the bills. So how much should I be charging? Well, there's one thing that's very important, and it's that you don't undersell yourself. As your channel starts to grow, you'll be getting offers for free products constantly. This can feel great, but if you take products without actual compensation for your advertising efforts, then you're really selling yourself short. Use a website like Social Blue Book to get a rough idea of what you should be charging for sponsors. In our experience, their figures are a little on the low side, but it's a good starting point for negotiations. If you don't want to create an account, for rough figures, expect advertisers to pay $15 to $25 per 1,000 views on a video. So if your average video gets 10,000 views, don't settle for less than $150 per video. If you have a very highly targeted audience, like the nail art channel we used as an example, you can charge upwards of $50 or $100 per 1,000 views. So as you can see, sponsorships can be much more profitable than ad revenue, and they're definitely worth exploring. Of course, if you're creating dedicated review videos or original content for companies to post on their own channels, you would want to charge a much higher rate. Our current rule of thumb for dedicated content is $1,000 for the first minute and then $500 for each minute thereafter.